Alright, hey everybody, it is Tony and I am back. It is time to make another hockey card? Wait, what? So, 4 weeks ago, Mike over at Canadian Cards contacted me and said, hey, would you mind making a hockey card for my daughter? And I said, sure, no problem. And so he gave me the idea that he wanted for his daughter, and we went with 71-72 O-Pee-Chee because his favorite hockey player of all time was Ken Dryden. So we went off of that, and I made 71-72 O-Pee-Chee, and in this version, instead of showing you how I made the card for his daughter, I'm going to show you the card that I made for one of the hockey players at the school I work for. This picture's a few years old. He's no longer at the school. That's okay. So it works. It works just the same. That way I don't run into any copyright issues. As you can see that I'm cutting him out, getting ready to place him, and screwing up and showing you all sorts of stuff that I'm messing up. So there I place him. I gotta make a clipping mask here and do some other cleanup to make it just right. Make him fit in that egg shape that 71-72 O-Pee-Chee had. It's actually a fairly easy design. The font was a little tough because I couldn't find the exact font that 71-72 had. So I went with the closest thing that I could find. And I found it, and we're going to work with it. And the name of the team had this odd shape, so you're going to see me bend it and play with it and just see how close I can get it to the original idea. And that's about what I came up with. So if you wanted to take a look at 71-72, tell me how I did. And now I'm putting black lines on the outside, a stroke and a drop shadow and all that, playing with it. Changed the font color because the first time I had green and it didn't show up too well with that blue background and the black. So we went with the school colors of gold. You can see I'm placing everything. Still working on the font. Going to do some more changes because I ended up not liking what I was doing. Placement to me has to be pretty close to exact. Now I'm going to write out the name here, the kid, different font. That was a card that I made for Mike's daughter. She loved it. Mike thought his son was going to want a card. He ended up not wanting a card, so no big deal. I made one for his daughter. We got it done. He loved it. She loved it. I'm going to change some colors here on the font. I like to go back and forth to see what I'm doing because a lot of times I forget. Quite frankly, I forget what I'm doing. Because, like I said, it was 4 weeks ago and I did this one for Mike. And I forgot exactly the font sizes and stuff. So I just kept going back and forth as I was making this card. And as you can see here, it's finished. We're done. Good night. Drive home safely.